Okay, now that we've looked at trig functions and at cubic functions and other functions, we are now going to take a look at an exponential function. Now, do we have a function within a function? Again, this is chain rule. The answer is yes. We have an exponential, 2 to the some power, and then we have 4x inside of that, which is a linear function. Remember, always make the derivative easier if possible. So I put parentheses around my 4x to basically help me understand that that's my inside function, and we will go from there. Which rules are we going to use? We're going to use the chain rule. We have a function inside of a function. We're going to use a transcendental rule, meaning it's exponential / logarithmic. We're going to use the constant multiple rule since it's 4x. Okay, so now let's label our components. Here's where it gets a little confusing. So you might be thinking, well, why is f the outermost function? You know, like, why is it not the innermost? Well, that's because if you think about it, the 4x is inside of the exponential function, right? In other words, it would just normally be x, but it's 4x. So that's why I put parentheses around it. Instead of 2 to the x, you're plugging in another function into that. So g is your innermost function, f is your outermost, even though it's the base. And that's because the variable's in the exponent. You know, if it were like we talked about before, sine of x squared, your variable's in the base, right? So your outermost function would be your exponent, and your innermost would be the sine of x. So let's take the derivative of each of those. Now that we've figured out, now it's the basic function, right? So f is 2 of x, g of x is 4 to the x. The derivative of 2 to the x, according to our derivative of a to the x is ln of a times a to the x, right? In this case, a is 2, so it's ln 2 to the x. And derivative of g, which is 4x, is just 4. Let's go ahead and write our formula out again. F prime of g times g prime. So we're going to, every time we see a x, and for our f prime formula, we're going to be plugging in g. And again, g was 4 to the x. So instead of x right there, we're replacing it with 4x, g of x, f prime of g, times derivative of the inside, which is 4, g prime, and then that's pretty much it. Of course, we want to simplify that, so we'll probably take the 4 and move it out front. And our final answer will look like that. 4 times ln of 2 times 2 to the 4x. Okay, so now that we've done 3 examples, let's just go ahead and take a look at the shortcut for how to do this. And by shortcut, I mean the way I do it, the way the teacher does it. And after you learn the rule after a while, you can do the shortcut. So what you want to do right off the bat is just look at your outermost function. So in this case, 2, right? So what's the derivative of 2 to the x? It's ln of 2 times 2 to the x, right? And so you're just going to start to write that rule out. But instead of writing 2 to the x, you're simply going to be plugging in whatever's left, okay? Whatever's left, the innermost function, 4 to the x. And so instead of 2 to the x, I'm going to write 2 to the 4x. Once I do that, then I look at the innermost function, which is 4x, and I take the derivative of that. So then I would multiply by 4, and that would be it. So the shortcut's really easy if you understand the difference between the outside and the inside. I just took the derivative of the outside, plugged in the inside, and then multiplied by the derivative of that. As you do this more and more and get more comfortable, you'll be able to be more comfortable with this shortcut. If you have any other questions about the shortcut, let me know, but we're going to move on to some more examples.